Okay, so if I give you a line y equals mx plus b, okay, m is the slope and b is the y-intercept.
Okay.
Hopefully you've seen that a bunch of times, right?
Yeah.
And these lines, they generally either go up and to the right, or they go down and to the right. Okay, but there are two special cases. Okay, and the first special case is what happens when the slope is zero. The slope is zero. Any idea what that looks like? Have you heard that before? Have you seen that in class?
The slope is 0. Yeah.
Okay, so let's just go back to that equation we were looking at before, y equals mx plus b, and let me put 0 in for m. Y equals 0 times x plus b. What is 0 times anything?
0.
It's always 0. Okay, so this simplifies to 0 plus b. What is 0 plus anything?
0 plus anything?
Becomes that anything, right? Like if I put a number there or I put a number there, it becomes that number. So this becomes b. And here's how you want to read this. Y is always, and then whatever it is over here, which is going to be a number. All right. Now, I appreciate you letting me present that to you. Now we're going to do some examples because that's the clearest way to do this. So let's say y equals 1, and this is an equation of a line. You know it's an equation because of the equal sign. The equation is governed right there by that. Okay, and as I mentioned, this means y is always 1. So I want you to pick an x value.
Okay.
You pick an x value. Give me any x that you want to tell me. Basically, I'm saying pick a number. Give me a number.
All right. 1.
Okay, well, y is always 1. Now give me another x value. Can't be 1 this time. Give me another x value. How about 5?
Yeah.
Y is always 1, so the y value is 1. Okay, now we're going to graph this. So 1, 1 is here. 5, 1 is here. There's only one line that can go through 2 points. This is the line y equals 1.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's look at another example here. Let's say y is 2. This means y is always 2. So let's make a table this time. X is -2, -1, 0, 1, and 2. What is y? Y is always 2. So let's say x is -2. What's the value of y?
The value of y?
Yes.
0.
Y is always
2.
So what's the value of y?
2.
Okay, if x is -1, what is y? Y is always 2. How about at 0? What's y?
For 0?
What's the value of y here?
Negative.
Y is always
2.
2. Let's try it again here. When x is 1, what is y?
Oh, okay. -2, because it's, yeah.
It's +2. It's always 2.
Okay.
What does the word always mean?
Means it will be always. It means it will be.
Always means always, right?
Yeah.
Never, no exceptions, always. It's a law. So how about when x is 2, y is 2? So let's graph these points. -2, 2, -1, 2, 0, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2. What kind of line is that? It's a horizontal line
Okay.
at y equals 2. Again, it all comes from when it says y equals 2, that means y is always 2. Y is always 2. Like you have to say it out loud and believe it. Okay. It's like, let's try this. What happens when you turn the light switch on in the room? The light is on, always on. That's what we're saying here.
Mm-hmm.
Let's try another one here. Let's say y equals -3. This means, this is what I need you to like take away from this part of the lesson today. Y is always what? -3.
Yeah.
Y is always -3. So let's make a table. Okay, here's x, here's y. Okay, so let's say x is -2. What is y? Y is always,
Y is always -3.
okay, well, what if x is -1?
X is -1. It's still -3.
That's right. How about when x is 0?
-3.
And so on, right? Now,
Mm-hmm.
when we graph this, okay, -2, -3, -1, -3, 0, -3. It's a horizontal line. Is this clear?
Yeah.
Kind of. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. Well, let's try something else here. X equals 2. This is an equation of a line. This means that x is always, what is x? Always 2. X is always 2. That equal sign means it's always 2. It is always 2. So
Yeah.
let's make another table. This time, though, I'm going to give you a y value. Let's say y is -2. What is x? X is always,
X is always 2.
let's say y is 0. What is x?
Y is 0. What is X? 2.
It's always 2. How about if y is 4?
It's always 2.
That's
Forever.
right. You have to say it that way, and then you won't mess this up. You won't misremember. So now we're going to graph these ordered pairs. 2, -2,
2, -2.
2, 0, 2,
Um,
4. What kind of line is this? It's not
that's a
horizontal.
vertical line.
It's vertical. Let's try another one here. Let's say x equals -5. This means x is always, without exception, -5. Okay, so let's make another table here. Let's say y is 3. What's the value of x? X is always,
X is always 3.
no, what did we write here?
-5.
What if y is -1? What is x?
-5.
What if y is 1 billion?
-5.
Always -5. So now let's graph -5, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. And then -5, -1. What kind of line is that? You just said it before. It's a vertical line. Okay, so let's summarize. And this is something that I would want you to put down in your notes.
Are you laughing?
No,
Oh, what was that sound again?
I don't know. I'm congested, so forgive me for not being, as there may be some extra sounds.
I know.
So let me summarize. Y equals a number is a horizontal line, and it has 0 slope. 0 slope. X equals a number is a vertical line and it has no slope.
Mhm.
So this is very important. Like sometimes I say things, I'm like, look, this is like, do you know your address, Sourish? Do you know your phone number? Like,
Yeah.
these are the kinds of things that you have to know that well. That's like that's the only way you can be successful on this is if you know these, um,
So
like
wait,
like
so
that.
those are the words I have to know?
You have to know this. Like
Okay.
if you wake up in the morning and I say y equals 5, you have to say, oh, that's a horizontal line. It has 0 slope. That's how you have to know these.
Mhm.
Same thing with x equals a number. If I say x equals 4, you say, oh, that's a vertical line and it has no slope. Now, let's talk about why these are true, this last column here. So let's look at a horizontal line. A horizontal line looks like this. One definition of slope is rise over run. Do you remember that from class?
The slope equals rise over run.
Yes,
Yeah, that's rate of change.
that's right. Now, let's say you're here and later on you're here. How much have you risen? Or how much have you gone up or down?
Hmm.
The answer is 0. You haven't gone up or down. You're on a straight line. But how far have you run? Like, what's this distance? You can
How
just pick a
far
number.
have I run?
Yeah,
Okay,
you can pick a
like
number.
like 5, 6
Sure,
feet.
five doesn't matter, right? 0 divided by a number is always 0. So 0 divided by a number is always 0.
All right.
Is that okay?
Okay. Yeah, maybe that. Okay.
Okay, now let's look at the other situation here. So here's a vertical line, and let's say you're here, and later on you're here. So you went down. So slope again is rise over run. So how much rise? How much up or down have you gone here?
5, I said.
Sure, yeah, down 5. So we'll say down 5. And how far did you run? How much left or right did you go? It's a straight drop down.
5,
0,
0. Okay.
because you're going straight down.
All right.
So can you divide by 0? Or is that like the
Can
whole?
you divide by 0, you're saying?
Yeah, like, are you allowed to divide by 0?
Divide by 0. Yeah.
No, you're not. Like that's you can never do that. When you divide by 0, that's like the first commandment of math. It's
Wait,
horrible.
you can't divide by
You
0?
can never divide by 0.
In what?
Ever. You can never divide by 0. Like it's just not allowed. So maybe okay. Let me back
What
up here.
happens if you divide by 0? It's not a right answer.
It's like the horrible thing. So let's talk about what it is. Let's talk about what division is. Division is sharing. Okay. So let's just say you had 100 pieces of candy and you had 20 friends. How many pieces of candy does each friend get?
5.
5, because 100 divided by 20 is 5. Okay. And they're your friends, right? Let's say you have 0 pieces of candy and you have 20 friends. How many pieces of candy does each friend get?
0, 0, because you.
Because there's nothing to share.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, are you okay? Are you wait, I can divide because I can't divide. I
You
cannot
can
put the answer 0.
You can divide because you just said the right answer. You said that I can't give
But
any candy to.
but no, I cannot put down 0 because that will because you said you cannot do that.
But so the difference is, so what you're talking about right now is 20 over 0, 20 pieces of candy and 0 friends.
I'm talking about that you should never use a 0 in slope.
Okay, so we're talking about different things here. I'm trying to show you a real life example of when you can get 0 as a slope and when you are dividing by 0. This right here is dividing by 0.
Okay.
So does that make sense? Let's say you have 20 pieces of candy and you have 0 friends. Does it make sense to divide? Like, is that even reasonable? I'm asking. I'm asking you, like, what you think about that.
All right. So 20, okay, fine, it's 0.
Well, no, this is not 0. So well, here, again, here's what we're talking about. Let's just make this simpler. You have, so I like the candy. So again, let's just try this. Let's say you have 10 pieces of candy and 5 friends. Okay, that's one possibility. Another possibility is you have no candy and you still have 5 friends. Okay. In this first example, how much candy does each friend get? 2, right?
Yeah.
Now, in the second example, you have no candy, you have 0 candy, but you still have the 5 friends. So how much does each candy get? Each friend get?
0.
0. And that's reasonable, right? Now you have 5 pieces of candy, but you have 0 friends. Would you share? No, because there's no one to share it with.
Yeah. Okay.
Like what you're asking, what this is on the right is like someone asking you to open a door and there's no door.
Yeah.
This is ridiculous. Like I why would I share? I don't have anyone to share with. There's no sharing.
All right. So yeah. So no, you cannot share
Right.
because it's
So
0.
right. So 0 slope is not the same as no slope. Okay. So a horizontal line has 0 slope. You have to know this. A vertical line has no slope. And the difference, like, you have to know that. You have to this has to be very clear to you.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So let's jump to 2A on your worksheet. We'll be able to do this right now.
Wait, what are we doing now?
2A.
Oh yeah, we're doing that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So sketch the line x equals 4 on a graph below. X equals 4 means x is always 4. So let's make a table. I'll pick the y value. Let's say y is a -3. What is x? X is always.
X is always 4.
What if y is +3? What is x?
What is y is +3? What is x?
What does x equal 4 mean?
X equal 4. Okay. I think I know that. Okay.
X is always,
Always 4.
X is always 4.
Yeah. So I'll just write down a chart for what you're drawing.
Okay, but that like is that something you can like believe, interpret, like you're okay with that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so now we got to plot the 2 points. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. So 4, -3 is there. That's the first point. That's 4, -3. Now let's plot the other point. 4, 3. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. What kind of line is this that goes up and down?
Okay.
This is a vertical line. X equals 4.
Okay. All right. So x equal, so it's 4/3. Okay, 4/3. I'm gonna be doing that.
Yeah, I'll let you get caught up here.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
Okay, so the last part here is to figure out the slope. So there's 2 options here. It's either 0 slope or it's no slope. So let's go back to our chart right here. First of all, did what we just graph, is it a horizontal or is it a vertical line? Sourish, are you able to?
Yeah, I'm listening. I'm
Okay.
listening. I'm trying to think.
Okay. So I'll just jump in here. This line has no slope because it's vertical. This is not true. 0 slope is for a horizontal line.
Okay. All right. So there's no slope.
No slope.
So x equals 4, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So now, if you got all that down, we're going to move on kind of to a new topic here. And we're going to work on parallel lines.
Parallel lines.
Yes. Okay, so let's say I give you a vertical line here.
I know about parallel lines. They're like lines that become together. That's
this-
like that they go in opposite directions.
These 2 lines are parallel.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah.
Okay, so now let me put in an axis here. So let's say this line is x equals 1. This line over here to the right is x equals 5. Why is this line x equals 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right there, and that's x equals 1. What does x equals 1? What does that mean in words, and what about x equals 5? So this means x is always 1. And this is x is always 5. And what that means is like you can pick any point on here. So let's say I had you pick that point up there. What is the X value on this line? Well, X is always 5. What if I picked this X value? What's the X value there? Well, it's always 5.
Yeah. Are we going to be doing number 2?
Yes, but this is to help get you to be able to do it.
Okay, so X is X go is always 5.
Yes, like it doesn't matter where I pick a point on this graph, X is always 5. Now let's go to the other one. Okay, let's say I pick this point up here. What is the X value? It is always 1. Let's say I pick this point right here. What's the X value? Well, it's always 1.
Mm-hmm.
What if I pick a point down here? What's the X value?
The X value.
Yes.
The X value is
It's always 1.
always 1. Yeah.
All right, let me ask you to do something real quick here. Test your understanding here. Okay, so if you have a graph paper, great. If you don't, that's fine. I want you to graph the line. I want you to graph X equals 2. So you let me know when you have that down on your paper, and I will draw the correct graph of that line.
Okay. So we're number 2.
No, we're not doing number 2 yet.
Okay.
We're working towards that so that you understand how to do it.
All right. So what do I do?
I'm asking you to graph the line X equals 2.
Okay. Graph the line X equals 2. Well, 0, 2. You should graph it right over here.
Whatever you think is right, put down on your paper, and then I'm gonna draw the correct graph, and you can see if you got it. So is this a vertical or is it a horizontal line?
It is a vertical. It is definitely a vertical.
Absolutely. And what is X always?
X is always 2.
2. So let me jump in here and graph this for you. I'll do it in red here. It's a line like this. This is the line X equals 2. Okay, is that what you have on your paper or something similar?
Okay. Well, I'm just doing it. Okay. It's
All right,
vertical.
now we're going to graph the ordered pair -5, comma 3. So this is how much left or right that you're going, and 3 is how much up or down you're going. So I want you to graph this ordered pair -5, comma 3. So that's starting at the origin.
So 5, 3, I've graphed that.
-5, comma 3.
I know.
Yes, I want you to graph that.
It's horizontal.
It's just an ordered pair. That's all it is. It's just a point. So
Yeah.
-5 means you're going left 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you're going up 3.
Mhm.
Okay, so that's the ordered pair, -5, comma 3. Is that okay?
Yep.
Now I'm going to draw two lines. Is the blue or the green line parallel to the red line? Which one is
Uh,
parallel to the red line?
it's x2, 2.
Which color, the green or the red is parallel? I'm sorry, the green
The red.
or the blue, which one is parallel to the red?
Black.
There's green or blue. There's the green line and then there's the blue line.
Oh, okay, green.
Which is parallel to the red?
Green.
The green. What type of line is the green? It's a vertical line.
Yeah.
What is X always on this line? What is the value that is the same for X always on this line? Doesn't matter whether you're any of these points. What is the X value there? What is the X value? Give me the X value. One of these places. It's always the same.
I'm thinking.
I'm just asking you to count. Give me the X value there, or give me the X value there. So let's label it. This ordered pair here is -5, comma 0. How about this ordered pair up here? It's -5, comma 1. What about this ordered pair here? Do you see a pattern? What is always the same?
Hmm.
It's always -5.
Mm-hmm.
X is always -5.
Yeah, that's right. So x is -5, right?
Yes.
Because it's a parallel line, right?
Yes. All right. So let's attempt to do the problem that you have on your
Number 2.
yeah. So first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to be able to graph this line right here, X equals 4. So on your graph, and I would make a new graph. I need you to graph X equals 4. And again, that looks something like this. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now I want you to plot this point, this single point, -7, -2. This point right here.
Okay. So, all right. So I have to grab that line. I have to put lines.
Nope, this is a point. -7, -7, comma 2 is a point. I want you to graph that point on your graph somewhere.
Okay.
And again, I recommend making a new graph, but it's up to you if you want to reuse the old one.
I'm going to be using it on the top one.
Sure. Okay, so here's your point, -7, comma 2.
Mhm.
So I'm going to draw 2 lines again. And I'm going to ask you the same question. Which is parallel and which is not parallel to the red line? So is it the blue line or the green line that's parallel to the red line?
Mhm.
Which one is it? That was a question. Is the blue line parallel to the red line, or is the green line parallel to the red line?
It's parallel the to the x line. I mean y line.
Which line? The blue, is the blue parallel to the red, or is the green parallel to the red?
A red line.
The answer is it's either the blue or the green. That's what I'm asking. Is the blue parallel to the red, or is the green parallel to the red? Let me type it out here. Is the blue
It's the blue line.
parallel to the red, or is the green line parallel to the red? Does
It's
seeing
the
it,
blue line.
yeah, it is the blue line. Does seeing it in written form help compared to,
I can see it.
I understand. I'm asking does seeing it written out help versus me talking about it, which is
Yeah. I'm just okay. So what is the equation?
right. So what is the equation of this line? Well, it's a vertical line. So the vertical line, if you look back, it's x equals a number.
X equals -7
Yes.
because -7 is always.
And that's your answer to question 2.
Okay, and what is the slope of the line? It's
It's the same as the answer to 2a, because vertical lines always have the same slope.
yeah,
Vertical lines have
it's still -7.
slope. There's 2 options. Either 0 slope or no slope. Is this a vertical line or is it a horizontal line? Let's go back and look. Is this a vertical line in blue or is it a horizontal line?
It's 2
I'm asking whether it's vertical or horizontal.
vertical.
It's vertical. So let's go back and look. What kind of line, what kind of slope does a vertical line have? Vertical lines have what kind of slope?
No
slope.
slope.
Yes. Okay, so we can say vertical lines have no slope. So that's your answer to part
All right.
2, part 3, I guess.
Yeah. So
Okay.
for B, write the equation of the line of point slope form. Oh my.
All right, so let's look at some equations here. Let's say y equals 3x plus 4. What is the slope of this equation?
The slope of the equation. Okay.
Slope is the number in front of x.
Okay. Wait, do I have to write that?
I just want you to tell me verbally.
The slope of the slope. I know that. It's 4.
What is the number in front of x?
4.
Where is that?
3,
X,
3, 3, 3.
3. Okay. So a parallel line has the same slope. Okay, so the parallel line also has a slope of 3. Let's do another example. Let's say it's y equals -2/5 x minus 3. What is the slope? The slope is the number in front of x.
Mhm.
What is the number in front of x? If I wrote your name and I
Okay.
said, what is the
So, all
letter
right.
before
So
O?
m equals, we know that it's -2/5.
Yes. Okay,
Wait,
good. Let's try another one here. Let's say y equals -3x minus 4. What is the slope?
hmm,
The slope is always the number in front of x. What is the number in front of x?
-3.
-3. Very good. Okay, so now we're going to talk about perpendicular slopes. Perpendicular slopes. So I'm going to give you a slope. The slope is 2/5. Okay. The perpendicular slope, you have to do 2 things. The first is you have to flip it. Okay. So what is the flip of this? How do you flip
2/5.
but you got to flip it. So that's 5/2. The
Okay.
second is you have to negate it. So it becomes negative. So let's do another one here. Let's say I tell you the slope is 4/3. I want you to flip it. What's the flip of 4/3?
3/4.
And then you have to negate it. Okay. So let's say I give you the slope of -2/3. You're going to flip it. What's the flip of -2/3?
3 -2.
3/2. Then you're going to negate it. So what do 2 negatives make? Positive.
Yeah.
Let's try another one here. Let's say the slope is -8
Oh,
thirds.
okay. Okay. So
So these are the
fx,
perpendicular slopes.
okay, let me just write my equation.
So I'm asking you to flip -8 over
Okay.
9.
Okay. So I got it.
What's the flip of -8 over 9?
All right. The 1
No, you have to flip it. Flip
and
just
9
means
-8, 9
9
-8.
over -8, but then you have to negate it. So you take the negative of it. So 2
Can I
negatives
write
make,
-2/3 in my thing?
no, we're not doing your problem yet.
Uh,
I know. You just want to do the problem. But if we don't do this, you don't understand, and then it doesn't help.
Okay, fine. We'll just do something. We'll just understand.
Okay. All right. So we will try and attempt your problem. You'll if you were willing to,
I wanna know about more notes. More notes. Can you give me more notes?
well, we're ready to do this problem. But the point is that you've got to trust me that this is going to lead into being able to do that. Okay. So what is the slope of this line? What is the number in front of x? It's the same question. What is the number in front of x? What is the number in front of x here?
-2/3 x.
Just the number. Now the perpendicular, you have to swap these or flip this.
Yep. To -3/2.
Okay. And then you have to negate it. So 2 negatives make a positive.
Okay.
So your point slope form is the following. Y minus y1 equals slope x minus x1.
Mhm.
Okay, so you have a point x1 comma y1.
All right.
So your y1 is 4. Do you see that?
Mhm.
Your slope is 3/2. That comes from there. And your x1 is -2. All right, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to write down the work for C and D, and because I'm going to send this to you, you'll have it later. Why don't you go grab your dad and let him know?
Oh, we don't have time?
No,
So the answer is y minus 4 equals 3/2?
X. It's all of this here. I'm going to send you the notes out shortly. I won't wait till tomorrow.
So
So
now we're now we're in C.
right. So go grab your. I'm going to write down the work here.
I think I do know. I think I do know that. So
Okay.
I think I do know number C. I know that.
Go ahead and ask your dad, please, to come
Yep.
over and
Hi, Dad.
we can talk.
My dad's coming.
Sure.
Hello, hi Matthew.
Hey, Dr. Garthy.
So,
Got a lot done today. We didn't quite get everything done on this sheet, and that's that's to be expected because there's just so much to cover here.
Yeah.
And if we just do it, there won't be very much understanding. But he seemed fairly receptive to this approach, so I would like to try it again on Thursday.
okay,
We do our lesson,
yeah,
and that's really all the feedback I have for you. I'll send you the notes right away. I'll just respond to the booking email. So that he can have these in case he needs to look at them to work through the rest of this.
okay. So he's going to send this one, Sourish,
Yep.
the email, okay?
And I'll send it pretty much within a few minutes here.
Okay, so we'll see Thursday at 6 o'clock.
Thursday at 6. Thanks
Yeah.
so much.
So do you
Alright.
want to do one more lesson Monday, Sourish, with him?
What one
Monday,
more lesson?
Monday, math, 6 to 7, Monday also?
No. So, no, Dad. Thursday.
You guys work that out. I got
Okay,
to
all
run
right,
here.
okay.
Have a
All
great
right,
night.
thank you.
Okay, bye now.
Bye.